Do you dread tax season? I know I do, so I sat down with a professional to see how I can better prepare for next year on this episode of Coffee with Tea.
Welcome, my friends, to another episode of Coffee with Tea. Today we're going to talk about finances and how it affects everybody to get your finances in order. And today I'm talking to Miladys Perez, and she's going to talk to more about how we get our finances straight and basically how to impact our credit score. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Miladys Perez. Welcome to Coffee with Tea.
No,
it's a pleasure.
Thank you
we
for
got our
inviting me for that. Yes.
Yes, and I told her we can if she feels comfortable speaking in Spanish, then we're going to do this. And I trust that we're going to get this conversation started. So I'm excited. So
I'm excited too.
Yeah, so I'm excited. So tell me, ladies, how did you get into basically getting into the numbers crunch? I guess that's the finances. How did that come about?
Okay. The first that I tried to do it was I was in my situation that I started when I come in. I'm from Cuba. When I come in, I don't know nothing about financial, nothing about credit, nothing about taxes, nothing about that. So, but I was a lot of problem with that. The people don't know. I say, it's something happening here that I know that the people outside need to know. Mm-hmm. So I started prepare, study, and yes, I start this year in my own business.
Congratulations.
Start with, thank you, with tax season. Was the crazy tax season ever.
She did my taxes. I have to say, shout out. She did a great job.
Thank you.
Did a fantastic job. We got money back, so I love it.
Okay. Yes, after that, I know that everything or most the thing start with the credit. Mm-hmm. If you have the bad credit, that means that you don't have the control that you are financial, mm-hmm. that you don't know how you maybe can spend or take your situation with that. So, you don't buy the car, you don't buy the house. Everybody say, oh, I'm fine. But when the situation coming that you do like this, say no. They decline you or no, they don't accept you. You say, oh my God, yes.
Yes, we've all.
Yes, yeah. That can be happen. So I say, okay, I need to do something about that. Try to help the people. No, it's a lot of the competition outside is bigger. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of people, but this kind of software or the company that I work is first uses United Credit Education. Mm-hmm. We don't have just the credit repair. We help the people building the credit. We work down the law, the credit. Mm-hmm. In Spanish is la ley de crédito justo. Yes, I'm proud that I can help the people with that.
Right, right.
We have too much service with this. It was 12 service, but I have working with this book, the How Money Works. I guess that is perfect. Everybody is in Amazon, but we work with Wave. They have. I personally know Tom Matthews, and yes, and that is you open your mind about the money, about the financial, about the situation. And for us that are immigrant here, so we are a small. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We are a small group here. Usually the Cuban people is more small right. Here in Cincinnati, but we have a small community. So when we come into this country, we don't know a lot of things. We miss a lot of stuff. For me, I study lawyer in Cuba, so when I come in here, I have to start by zero.
Right.
That it was hard. Too hard. But yes, I guess if I do it, everybody can do it. You have to make the propose to do it. Mm-hmm. Got it.
Wow, I'm amazed. Like she shared a story with me, and like I said, you talked about how you were a lawyer and stuff like that. So you shared with you got tired of people, you correcting people on how to do your stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how it all came about?
Yes.
So can you share that story? How it all? You like, I'm done, and you said, I'm going to do this myself.
Yes. Well, here is different, totally different.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's Cuba and United States. Mm-hmm. Everybody knows the situation with the Comunismo Socialist. I don't know, and the another side that the history, but yeah, that was bad. Was that kind of difficult because the people think that when you coming on you that nobody study, nobody has profession, and no, it's not true. And some people wanna play with that situation and take the advantage for that situation.
Mm-hmm.
So it was people was the lady, for example, do my taxes, and she do whatever she wanna do it. And I say, okay, nobody touch my tax again.
Right.
And I started study. I started with Social Law 3 years, and after I work with Liberty Tax Norwood with Jenna. Yes, that was two different sides for the incomes that you can see the two face.
Right.
But yeah, I need that. In that moment I feel that I need learn about both.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here.
Do you miss? Do you miss being a lawyer, or are you? I mean, do you ever miss it? Do you ever want to go back into being a lawyer?
We can never come back and be the lawyer. Yes, we no. O sea, I can come back to my country with my family. My parents is over there, but I cannot be the lawyer. And here, it's a little hard to study. There is different. There is no revalidation for us, or you can revalidate their title, but you miss a lot of signature or something. I'm all for you for that. I prefer do this kind of stuff. The people sometimes singing, I can, because I cannot revalidate, it's too hard for the English, but okay, you can pass some certificate, license, study, and you got it.
Right.
I know we cannot come in, we're not born here, and we don't come in with, I was a kid. I coming all already.
Right. So was it hard to transition? Was it a hard transition?
Yes. Too hard. And when you don't have family, nothing here, when I come in, don't have family, nobody. I left my 2 kids, the oldest, in Cuba with my mom.
Really?
And was hard, too hard. Was 7 years that I don't see nobody than my family, and was, oh my God. So I guess that I try to spend all the time working and studying and prepare everything. I don't want to miss one time. I want to, when they come in, I will be able ready for the life and go prepare another thing. Was something stuff in the middle that, okay, I take time for take the decision and open the business. Mm-hmm. But yes, I open. This crazy year, but I open.
Congrats. She did taxes, and I want to say, sometimes there might be a little bit of a learning curve. Mm-hmm. But I like I said, I think you offer so much to learn, and so that's why I said I'm excited about having you share your story and stuff like that. So thanks for coming on. I really do appreciate it. So what's the one thing you would like to really encourage the people to know about their credit? What's the one thing that maybe you think they misunderstand about their credit?
The credit is the everybody know the credit. That you have the poor and the regular and good and excellent. Mm-hmm. And you have the poor credit, you don't qualify for nothing.
Right.
Almost nothing. If you qualify for something, the interest coming higher.
Right.
So when you see the table, you see the stuff, and you say, oh my God, I missed a lot of time, even because you don't want to pay, or you don't want to make the paying time on time, and you don't want to or just simple, you don't know.
Right.
You don't know how to do it.
Right.
And the people say, okay, it doesn't matter. I don't pay that. Now, forget it. Or was bad situation and you have to. So we working with that company. What we do it, we take your financial. You buy like a membership, and you pay the small amount for months. And we work with 3 bureau credit.
Okay.
We send the letter and dispute. Make the dispute with your situation. They have 30, 45 days, and they have to give you the answer. That is a lot of stuff that the people don't know that is out of credit, out of the bureau, because the company, the college closed, the dealer is not working or what. You don't know.
Right.
You don't know till you start the process.
Right.
So when you surprised when you say, I can dispute that and take it out. I can dispute that, take it out. It's one you can do it. The another one you don't. But what we do it is if you have to pay, you have to pay. So we coming down the inserting, work with the financial situation. You can do it and make the plan. In 2-3 months, we made another dispute letter. But they have to know that you're working with that.
Right.
Because if you continue, don't pay, don't do nothing, doesn't work.
Doesn't work, right.
Yeah. So that is kind of that we work with that. I want to be prepared with everybody this year because next year in tax season, I don't want the people was worried about that. My client was worried, how much I have to pay? I have to pay back? I have to pay back? No. Okay, how much they give me? No. No and no. So I want to educate the people what they can do. I want to educate my client. Well, I try to make the team, that's the small team that they want to work with me and they want to be prepared for that. Maybe they can do it. A lot of stuff with credit, they can do it. With tax season, I start with the class. Yes, I want to prepare the small team because fortunately, and thank God, this year, even though it was the hard year for the first year independent, was, oh my God, yes. I was a lot of clients, I guess more than 100 that for the first year for the small business is, oh, wow.
Wow.
Yes, I'm happy and say then every time, thank you for trust me. Yeah.
So my question is, what is your biggest goal? I know you said you want to educate your clients and stuff like that. So what's the one thing you really want to get into educating your clients? Do you want to have like more classes and more seminars? I mean, how do we find more education classes from you?
Yes, we start doing a small training and we prepare for soon is the reason that I wanted the team. They work with me, I can do everything.
Right.
It's impossible, even what I want, but they have 24 hours, no more than 24.
Right.
So I don't have more time. So I want to make the training soon. Yes, working. We will make plan with Fairfield Chamber of Commerce, but that is pandemic. We don't go anywhere. I made the plan with the younger. We want to start the millennials because they really need how to know what the financial situation coming up. But okay, I try to do like that.
Right.
I can invite you when I start the training and the Zoom, and you say yes, she sir.
Yes. I would definitely be in. So, what's the one thing you would like to leave your listeners with? What's the one thing you want to leave them with on taxes and stuff like that? What's one thing?
Okay.
I mean, it could be multiple answers. It doesn't matter.
Yes, I wanted the people, even my client or not my client, because I was surprised too that some people they are not my clients, but they text me or find me on Facebook and ask me and say, I was that situation with my tax preparer. I say, okay. But they say, okay, you can call them. I can know but you feel like okay, I do good job because the people don't call you even when you know the tax prepared.
Right.
That is, yeah, that is awesome. So I wanted, before the pandemic, I was the plan that do some kind of training too with the tax season that the people know. Even the small business, they have to know how they spend, the Schedule C, the expenses, and everything. But no, the pandemic don't let me do it.
I think the pandemic hurt a lot of people, so it's like
Yes. But even there was a lot of people, I guess, usually I take try to take the good thing for the bad things. So, yes, was the pandemic, was a lot of stuff, no plan. You have to leave today and tomorrow. You don't know.
right.
But we learn that we need to be prepared. We have to. We don't need to. No, we have to be prepared.
Right.
Because the government gives a lot of help. Yes, that's right. But it's a lot of don't have help for the government.
Right.
So we have to be prepared for that. Forget the government, forget who is the president and what the president gives the check or not the check.
Right.
We have to be prepared.
Right.
And our kids, our generation, we have to be prepared. It's not just tax for tax season. If you work with the W-2, you have to be prepared with the SS4 form that you pay more federal, take it out of the pen. Some people put the depends in the paycheck because they want a little more money, but say it's $20, $30, $40. What you do with that?
Right.
Eat McDonald's, drink beer. So, okay, eat less, drink less, and put that money back. And when it's tax season, you are good. Or you don't have to pay, you have to pay less, or you receive more. Because it's that the people want it. Everybody want a refund. Nobody want.
I know. I didn't want to pay either.
Nobody.
I was like, no, I'm guilty of that too.
Nobody want you to pay. Even when you know that you have to pay, you say, "Oh my God."
You were like, as long as it's not too bad, but
Yeah. Even that you know that is the law. You know that you have to pay, but in that moment you feel like okay.
So what's the biggest lesson you've learned from the pandemic besides being prepared? What's the one thing you say really helped you change your perspective about, going forward? I know, like you said, you mentioned being prepared, but what's the biggest lesson you've learned besides, that you can do this? Because you weren't thinking you could open up your business, and you have those great office and stuff like that. So, I mean, being prepared and stuff like that was one thing, but what's the one thing you really learned from this?
Well, I learned that you never know what the world or the God has for everybody. You don't know. You don't know nothing that, and you have to take the control of your life. Nobody has to take it. No president, no tax preparer, no accounting, nobody. You are owner, and you have to write your way. You have to be ready for any situation, because that proves that the world coming for the other side like this. So. And we have to move with the technology. I like we are the old school. I write the paper, the phone. No, we are the world move, and you have to run with the world. Because if you don't run, you don't move, you get it behind.
Right.
So now is the technology, is the era that is help for one side, no help for the other side. So we can you learn with that. Now we can make Zoom, I was client that I was in Spain with the pandemic, and another client was in Cuba, and another client was in Mexico, and another one was in Portugal. That client, they was stuck for the pandemic in that country, so they was worried about the financial, about this. So they do the taxes, they do everything. I can change the account and get my payment,
Right.
because they can sign remote. You know what, the technology, we cannot do that.
Right.
So that means that you have to move. You have to move forward with the technology, with the era, with the generation. I'm millennials. I don't know.
So we are just about out of time. So my question is, where can people find more information about you and your services and what you do?
Okay, you can find me on Facebook, Miladys Perez, or my Facebook page, business page is Perez Tax and Financial Services. My phone number 513-291-5211. We are in Fairfield, Ohio, in 33 Donald Drive, Suite 2, Fairfield 45014. I guess, yes, is the zip code. And Instagram, Miladys Perez too. You can find me anywhere. I guess I give her the card, all the information. She can add in the interview.
And I want to say thank you, Miladys, for all your information.
Gracias a ti.
And I want to say, everyone, feedback is always welcome. Email us if you have any guest or show ideas. The links that Miladys mentioned will be posted in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember, take things in stride, go with the flow, and create your own path. And again, thank you for tuning into this episode of Coffee with Tea. We have our coffee. We're going to enjoy the rest of it. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you back here next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Share with us. What was one of your takeaways from today's show? Post your answers in the comments.